this old box of journals that I took out about a month ago, but I'm still yet to go through them. I'm not sure if I'm a bit embarrassed or worried what I'll find, but I actually used to journal quite a bit when I was a teenager as a creative outlet for me. And in my 20s, I realized that I sort of forgot that. I think maybe social media took over and I didn't really journal at all. So it wasn't until last year that I had that rediscovery for writing and rediscovering for expressing my thoughts through written word, but I still wasn't super consistent. So I've just completed a 30-day challenge and I still yet to miss a day. So in this video, I'm going to share my journaling journey, also share why it's important, how journaling can benefit you. I'm going to go through different types of journals you can do because there are so many out there, as well as give 5 tips at the end on how to get started. All right, I'll start off with this big one. I remember this big bad boy that I had here. It was 2004. I like how it says private on the front, keep out, very teenagery of me. This one's, I know I'm a nerd, but at least I pretend to be cool. A lot of movie tickets in the back here. They must have fallen out at one point. Born Supremacy, I, Robot, Agent Cody Banks. Well, that's the first one. So 2004 was a big year for me. I'm actually pretty proud that I kept that one going. Also says keep out on the spine. This one I have lathered in all things emo. So this is actually really interesting. So the last one in August 2004. So I lost interest in writing and just couldn't find the energy to pick it up a pencil. So I think something that writing really helped with was actually, I guess, someone to talk to. And that's what people use journaling or writing for sometimes, is just having that person to talk to. What's this? Ugh. So going a bit backwards, 2003. Again, stickers. I do like my keep out signs in the front. Oh, this is a bit depressing. So it's 9:04 p.m. and I am home alone on my 15th birthday. At the top here, I have like everything happens for a reason / destiny. Is this a fortune cookie? This is a half done one from end of 2010 to 2011. So I've tried to like pick it up again a few times. Oh, a ticket from 2000 Olympics. I think this was like my attempt at a scrapbooking. I used to do a lot of writing on MSN. They had like a blog forum. This is like after AOL and a little bit later on. But I used to write a whole bunch of poetry on there. I think in my intro video, I said I used to write emo poetry, and 100% I did, which is this whole thing here. I must like just eventually get fed up with like writing or expressing myself or find a new way that's an outlet for me. But yeah, I used to write in that sort of format. Not sure why, but yeah, it was just something that I used to do. So just a lot of poetry, a lot of posts, used to sign off that way. But yeah, then I printed everything off and then deleted it, and it's been in this manila folder ever since. Forgot I had a dream journal, another type of journal. And then the last one, this is last year's one. So this is the one that I sort of kept on and off. And then I started up again with my new one, which is this one here, on the 9th of November. And again, November, December were very inconsistent. It wasn't until January where I had that 30-day challenge. What a trip down memory lane. I mean, I wasn't as embarrassed as I thought I would be. Going through some of those memories was a little sad, like the one on my birthday, but it's just something that's really helped reaffirm why writing is so important, why journaling is so important to me. And I guess that's the whole reason why I set myself that 30-day challenge, because last year, even though I did pick it up, I was inconsistent. I missed days here and there, I think even up to a week sometimes, and it just wasn't good enough. So with that 30-day challenge, it really helped me focus and hone in on getting that habit right. And I still yet to miss a day, and we are 7 days into February, and I am really proud of where I've come so far. So what I'd love to do is continue it on for the whole 365 days, because journaling is important. There have been a lot of studies done on journaling. There's so much data out there on how it can benefit you, how it can benefit you long term. I mean, you have something as old as Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, who was an emperor, and he literally talks about the struggles of trying to get out of bed. I mean, it's everyday problems, but it's just the fact that you're able to get it out on the page, get it off your chest, really helps you process those emotions, helps you reduce stress, reduce anxiety, reduce depression, really promote that positive self-speaking, just to really get that negativity out of your head. Journaling about your deepest thoughts can reduce sick days, the need for those mental health days, and the ability to create that social awareness, that emotional awareness. But overall, it's just to help you process your emotions and get a better flow for the day. All right, which journal to pick? There are so many different types you can choose from, and it just depends what's best for you. How do you get your thoughts out there? What's going to work for you? And just remember, if one doesn't work, try another or try a few. Me, for myself, I do a few different ones. So the first one I'll go through is the gratitude journaling. This one here is the 5-minute journal. It's super easy, super simple. It starts off by just asking 3 things you're grateful for, what would make today great, and daily affirmation. So I am present or something like that. And then it has at the end of the day that you can journal about as well is 3 amazing things that happened today, and then how could I have made today even better. So it just helps put things in perspective. That's the whole idea of the gratitude journal. So one promotes positive thinking and helps you put things into perspective. But the next one you can do is list journaling, or something also called like a brain dump. And with that one there, it could just be something little like a commonplace book, but just something to get those thoughts out there that you don't even have to really worry about. It might be something that's on your chest for a while. And again, it's what you want to make out of it. So it just could be simple dot points or things like that. A really popular one at the moment is bullet journaling. It's a fully customizable one, especially if you're into organization and productivity. Ultimately, you start off with a blank page, but you have a yearly, monthly, weekly overview, and you put in exactly what you want in there. So whether it's birthdays, events, you can put your own gratitude part in there, you can put your own brain dump in there. With the whole idea about a bullet journal is just creating your own version of what you need out of that space. Morning pages is a really interesting one. That's more of a stream of consciousness. The whole idea behind that is you do 3 A4 pages of just whatever comes out of your brain. And it's just one of those things to just help you process those emotions super early on. It's not something you do at nighttime. That's why they call it morning pages. And that's another thing that I sort of do, not to that extent because my book is a little bit smaller, but my morning writing is very much a stream of consciousness, just really, whatever emotions I'm feeling, I tend to just write on that page. The complete opposite of morning pages is actually called structured journaling. So the Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday will actually give you daily prompts on what to write, especially if you're unsure and maybe the stream of consciousness isn't for you. Like first thing in the morning, you just need that prompt to help you write because you want to create that habit. So that's where, structured journaling really plays a part to be able to help you create that daily habit. You can have a vision or a goals journal where you can track particular projects and how they progress over time. Or you can have a dream journal where you can see the insights to what your subconscious is really thinking. Then you've got food, health, pregnancy ones. These are just trackers or memory trackers, and you can really see how those experiences are progressing over time. Another really interesting one, which is what I love if I got to travel a little bit more, is a travel journal. And that's one that's a little bit more time specific, location specific. So whether you're going to somewhere in particular, you can actually explain it a little bit more in detail. You can add things like plane tickets, pictures, just overall memories. And then when you get home, so instead of having like a photo album, you've got like a journal album of the whole experience. One thing that didn't come up as much as I thought it would was video journaling. So it could be something like this, like YouTube, talking to the camera, making it public for everybody to see, or it could be something that's private that you keep on your computer for no one. And it just sort of reminds me of that whole Big Brother sitting in front of that chair, spilling your heart out. Again, it's for those people that might not be able to write, that's better to speak vocally. I mean, if video journaling's not for you, then you can just do a voice one through a memo pages and just keep that somewhere safe. Another option is scrapbooking or visual art. So maybe writing again isn't for you and you like to express yourself through drawings or through that whole scrapbooking process. So adding in stickers, adding in movie tickets, adding in whatever memories you want to. It's just about having that creative freedom and being able to pop in whatever you want. So a bit similar to bullet journaling, it's about no rules and just being able to express yourself however you need to. Last one is classic journaling, and quite similar to morning pages, but not as structured, where morning pages you need to do those 3. This one here is just talking about your aspirations, whatever inspires you, life goals, memories from yesterday, the day before. It's just a general record keeping, very similar to like the classic diary and just being able to express your thoughts in general. Because there's so many different types out there, you don't need to stick to just the one. I mean, there's a couple of people out there that use a few different journaling techniques. For myself, I like to use the gratitude journal first because it really helps put things into perspective and just make sure I don't, do my normal journaling in a negative light. Then with my normal journaling, it's a bit of a mix between the classic style and the morning pages. The main difference is that yes, I do the stream of consciousness side, but I don't pigeonhole myself into those 3 pages. I write as little or as much as I like, just I want to make sure I write every day. The last one that I like to do is this 1 line a day. It's a 5-year memory book. The way it's set out is you've got the day and then you've got the 5 paragraphs. So every time you write something in, you just record it down. It's the highlight, it's the biggest event of the day. And then when you go through and start going for the following year, you can actually see what happened on that day a year ago. And it's just really interesting to track that progress, to see where you are. And again, similar to the gratitude journal, it just puts things in perspective because this time last year might have been a not so good day and this time it is a good day. All right, so you want to start journaling but don't know where to begin. Here are 5 things you need to know to help set you up. 1 is you need to choose a media. So it could be on a docs page on your computer, it could be be through a journaling app or a notes app on your phone. You can do it via pen to paper, which is the classic form. You could do video, you could do audio. It's just about finding the format that works best for you. 2, finding a location where you feel safe and comfortable. You need to create that space where you're able to be vulnerable, write down your thoughts and feelings, because if you don't have that, then you're not really going to be honest with yourself. 3, like any habit you're trying to build, anchor it to something like making a morning coffee. The biggest thing is you want to be as consistent as possible, so trying to have it at the same time every day helps. 4, don't be rigid, just be honest with yourself. You don't need to edit it, it doesn't need to be perfect. The whole idea is just able to get your thoughts out. 5, try to avoid the deep stuff before bed, because sometimes it can really affect the sleep. What you want to do is keep your sleep space separate. There are so many different types of journaling out there, but it's easy. If it's something that you've always wanted to do, don't wait for a New Year's resolution. Don't wait for that perfect hard-covered book. Set yourself that 30-day challenge and see if you can see the benefit from it like I have.